Yo, what's good, fam? It's your man Jay. I'm back with another episode of Evolutionary Comics. Today is Thursday, August 19th, 2021. Yesterday was New Comic Book Day, so you know what that means. Got my stack. It's what's in my bag. So I'm going to show you guys another episode of what I picked up this week. Tell you about a little adventure that I had to go on to get a certain book. Sometimes there's books out there that is on your most wanted list, and that first spot that you hit doesn't have it. So you got to get it when you can get it. So let's get it. Alright, so first up, this week we have, I'm going to start off with DC Comics. It's strangely enough, strange as it is, I only have DC and Marvel. I didn't have any Image Comics this week. I didn't have any Boom Studios or anything else for that matter, which is really rare. That doesn't happen often because a lot of my collection is building up on those independents, those quote-unquote independents. So my pull list is basically split between the so-called independents and Marvel and DC. Marvel has been something that I've always picked up. That's been the heavy hitters throughout my life. And then recently, in the last maybe 3 years, I've been heavy on Image and Boom Studios, and then branching out a little bit from there. So like I said, I don't have any of those other ones. I only have Marvel and DC today. And I'm going to start you off with DC. And this is Batman Secret Files. This is Clown Hunter #1. And this is a pretty dope book. I haven't really got too deep into the Clown Hunter character. I do think he was another character created by James Tynion IV. This particular book is written by Ed Brisson, and I got two covers of that. I got the A cover and I got the B cover. And I was expecting Static to come out this week, and it didn't. So I just figured, I use that extra budget money and grab another cover of this because it is a #1. Okay, so Clown Hunter made his first appearance in Batman #96, and I have that somewhere over in this stack. I'm actually trying to catch up on my reading with Batman. Right now, I'm about to read Batman '99, and I have to catch up from there. So from Batman, I've already come across the Clown Hunter. He's a teenage kid that has a beef with the Joker and all the clowns. So he was bullied as a younger kid. And that's basically what this book is showing you, is his backstory, so to speak. At least #1. So we'll see what happens as we go further from here. I don't think it's a one-shot. I do think that this may be like a short series or something like that. But we'll see. Alright, so this next one up is Blood Syndicate #25. And this is from DC and Milestone Comics. And I saw this laying on the table, and it kind of intrigued me. I want to eventually collect all of Blood Syndicate, the full run. But this one is, it looks like Hancock. If you remember the movie Hancock with Will Smith, love that movie. People say it was kind of iffy for them. I love Will Smith. That's my dude. That's my favorite actor. One of my favorite actors. So I saw this cover and it reminded me of that, so I just grabbed that one too. Another book that I saw that I just decided to grab. I always try to grab as many Miles Morales as I can, and this is Miles Morales #20. And I thought this cover was dope. It's a variant cover. Don't even know if I have it or not. If I do have it, cool. If I don't, I'm especially happy to grab this one because, like I say, some of these like plain looking covers, they be hella dope. Alright, so next up I got from Marvel Comics, I got War of the Bounty Hunters Star Wars, and this is #2. So this one has actually been out for a little bit. I actually picked this one up because I know I had #1, and I saw #3 on the variant table at Emerald City Comics, and the cover was hella dope. I told Frank, that red is really popping, and I'm gonna show you guys that one without further ado. And this is the 1 in 50 Shelby cover, and like I say, that cover pops out to you. And I do know that I'm trying to get Vader #1 because there's a black Wookiee that made his first appearance in that one. Don't know how that's going to play in the storyline. I haven't read issue number 1 yet, but I'm going to read that today so I can catch up on this series. Like I said, I love this cover, and when I got there, I was disappointed because some of the other variants that I wanted wasn't there, and I just grabbed it because, you know, if I got number 1, I might as well get this dope ass cover for number 3, and I got number 2 to fill in the story. So it is what it is. All right, next up, I picked up X-Men: The Trial of Magneto. And this cover is hella dope. I think this is, like they said, this was an homage to one of Vision's previous covers. But it's the Trial of Magneto, and as you see, Vision is pissed. And I'm not gonna tell you. I don't think I should tell you guys who actually, why he's on trial. But to show you real quick, I picked up X Factor number 10. This one, and this helmet should give you a little leeway or let you know that something bad happened to Magneto, or Magneto did something bad. And you see the blood all on his helmet. So I'm not going to be a spoiler and tell you exactly what happened if you don't know. You got to pick it up and, find out. So I actually picked up 2 covers of that Vision cover. Like I said, I thought it was hella dope. It is the 1 in 25 Finch cover. And, I like Vision. Vision, has been a dope character the whole time. Earlier when I was collecting, I really didn't know too much about Vision. Didn't really, pay it too much of attention. But when he came to the MCU, and then especially with the WandaVision show, kind of put him in the spotlight a little bit. So, I like that cover. So I got 2. Alright, so next up is, I don't know if this has been like a long awaited or, whatever it is, but this is a solo series for Kang the Conqueror. And this is the number 1 issue, and if you don't know, that Kang is a really hot character right now with within the MCU, with the Loki show coming out, and it's going to be Jonathan Majors. If you haven't, with Lovecraft Country, if you've seen that show, Jonathan Majors is making a big impact. He was great at the end of the Loki show when they finally showed Kang, which people were just waiting for. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see how he does with this role, and I'm interested in seeing how they bring the story of Kang to the forefront as far as in modern comics. So I got that one. I also got the Stormbreakers. This is the Joshua Cassera cover. Thought that was hella dope. I don't know who this guy is. So if you know who this guy and you're watching this video, hit me in the comments. Let me know, because I'm sure that I may find out once I read this particular book. But you see, he just wrecked, everybody. You got Miss Marvel, Iron Man, Vision, and I don't even know who this dude here is either. But so I'm definitely interested in that, and we will see what's up with Mr. Kang the Conqueror. And I also picked up the Scotty Young variant. You guys, if you watch these videos enough, you know that I have an affinity for Scotty Young covers. This cover is hella dope, and I picked up not just one of those, but I picked up 2. So I'm learning to pick up doubles of things that I really, really like, just in case, there's some kind of explosion and it's a valuable cover that I picked up, and then I still have one to keep for myself. And like I always like to say, one to rock, one to stock. So make sure you do that if you're serious about your collecting. Next up, I got Sinister War number 3, and this is being written by Nick Spencer and Ed Brisson. I think Mark Bagley is on this, Carlos Gomez. Quite a few people are having their hand in this, and they sending my man Peter through the ringer. Still is going crazy. So the number 1 was really good. I haven't read number 2, but I picked up number 3, and hopefully if I get some time in today, I don't have to jump into work too quickly. I'm gonna get some of these books knocked out and get some reading done, so I can tell you a little bit more about them and what I think. And this is another cover. This is Sinister War number 3. This is the Gomez cover, the 1 in 25, and it got the white bunny on the cover. I remember her from earlier in the ASM series. I guess when there was supposed to be like a girl band of Sinister 6 villains or whatever. They were trying to run up on Peter or whatever. But yeah, this was an extra cover, so thought it was kind of cool, so I grabbed that one too. Alright, so next up I got Moon Knight number 2, and this is the Natisse game variant, and this is alright. It's alright. It's a cool little cover, but there's some other covers. I think this one actually had 3, 6, 9. So this one had 11 different covers to it, and I got only one because of the other covers that I wanted. I couldn't find them. I also wanted the Tyler Kirkham variant cover. I wanted the Virgin cover for that one. And I was definitely trying to get that 1 in 50 John Romita cover. I'm still going to be on the lookout for that one. Hopefully, my LCS can pop up and, manifest one for me. They be creating magic from time to time. Another cover that I thought was dope is this Ultimate Comics exclusive by Scott Eaton. That was really dope. And I could have got the Finch cover, the 1 in 25. I just passed on that one because I wanted to kind of save my little budget to try to get one of the other covers. But anyway, the story is written by Jed MacKay, and I think Alessandro Cappuccio is the artist, the main artist. But the story is dope as hell. I'm loving it so far. It is probably my pick. I would say my pick of the month as far as, the new series that have come out. I'm really digging, other than like Basilisk and some of those other ones. Those are really dope, but as far as Marvel goes, this is it. This Moon Knight series right here, this is what I hope that comes to the MCU, and they actually put this one on the screen. Definitely because I want to see my man Hunter's Moon. I want to see that interaction. And I can't remember Moon Knight's assistant's name, but she's a sister, and there's something special about her. She's a little bit different. So I'm definitely looking forward to see that manifest in the story conform, and even her backstory, and see if she manifests into something other than just Moon Knight's or Mr. Knight's assistant, as he's called now, Mr. Knight. So yeah, this is a dope one. This number 2 issue, I've already read it. It's really dope. If you're just picking up something, definitely put this one on your pull list. So, all right. So my last book that I picked up for New Comic Book Day this week, and this is Miles Morales. This is the annual number 1. This is, it's just the annual, and it has the Infinite Destinies backline to it. So there's a new character in this particular book, and his name is Amulet. So that's a little bit of, I don't know if it's a spoiler alert. It's the next day. You should have picked it up and read it anyway. But anyway, so there's a new character, and I found out with these Infinite Destinies that as they go throughout, different people, like Black Cat is going to have one, the Avengers are going to have one, and it's like these one-shots, and they're going to be introducing new characters in these particular issues. So this is definitely something to pick up. It's being written by Saladin Ahmed, and I believe, who else? Jed MacKay is a writer on this as well. And so, like I said, I was gonna tell you a little story. So I never remember to get my FOC order in and tell my man Frank at Emerald City Comics what I want before FOC. So a lot of times I find out about the variant covers after the fact. So I have to wait in line a lot of times, and sometimes if you don't get in there and get to the variant table before other people, things that you're looking for are going to be picked up and you're not going to get it. So I have a backup store that I always hit them up for their variants, and I know that they have, I'm not sure if they have the same amount of customers as Emerald City, because like Emerald City is a really large store in comparison to other comic book shops that I've been in. But this particular spot, I waited a little bit. I gave them a call when they opened up, and I was like, hey, do you have this particular cover? And I was also looking for the Moon Knight cover as well. They didn't have that one, but they did have this particular cover, and this is the 1 in 25 variant, and this is the, what's his name, Tony Flex or Fleeks. This is Tony Fleek's cover, and this is a hella fire cover. I love this cover. When I first saw it being debuted, I was like, I gotta get that cover. Unfortunately, I just found out about it like 3 days ago, so I wasn't able to try to get multiple covers. I'm still on the hunt for it. But you know, I had to go about 2 cities over to actually pick it up, which, you know, it wasn't no big deal as far as driving to get it, because I've driven a lot further to get particular books. So this is my highlight comic book pick of the week. And yeah, like I say, it's a hella dope cover. I love this, and it's definitely something to add into my Miles Morales collection. As far as like me doing my top 3 covers, you know, that I've already given it away what my favorite one is already. So let's see. Real quick, because I know I said it already, but I always like to show you guys a little bit more, a little bit of a highlight. So I would say, because I don't know the story as well, but I love this red, I would say this is my number 3 pick of the week, and this is the War of the Bounty Hunters number 3. Definitely will be back with you guys to let you know what I think about the actual story. I haven't always been a big Star Wars fan, but I find myself, I guess, diving deeper and deeper into this blurredom and being a nerd. It's kind of growing on me. I'm getting into the characters and understanding who's who in it. Chewbacca has been one of my favorite characters from off rip, and like I said, I picked up this one, and I don't know if the Chewbacca species has anything to do with this one, but you know, that's why I picked it up. Next book, this cover right here with Vision, The Trial of Magneto. This was super dope to me. I think this is gonna look beautiful slabbed. I don't have anything slabbed as of yet. Stay tuned, because I am going to do my slab send-off. I am going to submit some books into CGC to get them slabbed, and I'm going to get you guys' opinion too. What you think? Should it go or should it stay? How I should proceed with that. But this book right here, my number 1 pick of the week for covers, this is definitely going out, and this is definitely going to get slabbed. As you see down here, the price tag on it was $40 for this particular book, and it's funny because the guy at the shop, he said, you know, if I would have, you know, looked it up and I would have saw what the rate was going, I think he saw $80 was what people were online asking for. When I looked it up when I got home, I talked to him about 1. He gave me the quote for 40. Got there about 7, and he told me, you know, that people were asking 80 for it. And by the time I got back home and I was telling my wife about the value of the book, I looked online, I looked on eBay, and across the board, everybody was asking for between $134 and $150 for this particular book. So the value is skyrocketing. I'm a little bit upset that I was only able to get 1. So I have 1 to rock, 1 to stock. I wanted to be able to have 1 that I'm definitely going to keep in the personal collection, and then maybe, you know, flip another one. But either way, I got this one, and this one he can call home for now. So that's what I picked up this week. That is what's in my bag. Hope this video was quick, short, and sweet to the point. Well, all right, that's a wrap. Another episode down of Evolutionary Comics. On your way out, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you come back and holler at me. Hit me in them comments like I keep telling y'all. Ain't nobody talking. We need more subscribers. We need a community. Keep evolving. And this is Evolutionary Comics, baby.